Hello guys, so we are now at the Sagrada Bulaca Marinisur, and as you can see, we are now being allocated here at the cemetery. There are a lot of mural paintings that was being created of different skillful artists here in these walls. Tara, let's see what those mural paintings was made for. So these mural paintings mostly conveyed images or messages about during the pandemic times. This gives health awareness and precautionary measures to the citizens of Sagrada Bulaca Marinisur that COVID-19 is a serious threat and can cause damage and even death and change how they live.
Murals serve many purposes. When done well, they brighten and enhance the environment and reflect aspects of our community, culture, and aspirations. They provide a forum in which creativity and talent can be showcased. I believe that when individuals are involved in the mural making process, they develop a greater sense of pride and ownership over their surroundings. Outdoor areas become more colorful, meaningful, and less prone to vandalism.
Murals have been part of our cultural landscape for thousands of years. Nowadays, community murals are a mode of expression for artists that every graphic style imaginable. Abstract, photorealistic, surrealist, expressionist, and graphic, to name just a few. Most recently, murals have become community centerpieces that bring people together to celebrate the heritage and history of their community.
Take a
Art to me means communication.
Home, expression,
humanity,
adventure,
knowledge,
empowerment,
desire, community,
freedom,
visceral,
inspiration, epiphanies,
understanding,
creating context.
That painting is very interesting because it shows, it just show how beautiful the creation of God is as a woman. It shows the perfect structure of being a woman. It shows ethnicity, which is a very good, representation of what a woman is, and it's just a femininity with a mix of independent, strong woman, which I think many people and many women are going to agree with it, that, as a woman, we're independent and we're strong enough to face. And it's just very, very vivid to put some kind of very colorful background that shows, a life of a woman. And also, the art of the structure of creation of God, which is, it's just interesting that you're just showing what it is and nothing else. Just appreciate the beauty of it.
Hello guys, so today we are now at Bulac, and this is the lineup from which Museo de Kawayan Kung Library from Bulac, which has the theme of A View of the Past. So let's see and come.
The sculpture of an eagle, located at Zone 1 Bulaugan, Bula, Camarines Sur, entitled The Culprit Behind the Philippine Eagle. The sculpture of this beautiful creation is sa Sarguba. This sculpture symbolizes the Fraternal Order of Eagle, a fraternal social-civic organization duly established pursuant to its constitution and bylaws adopted at Quezon City, Philippines on July 7, 1979. Scores of club chapters were formed and organized in the major parts of the country as it continued to enjoy the confidence of young dedicated men who desired to join and become members of the organization under its guiding principle of service through strong brotherhood.
Tanawan Park is located at Pagladyo, Bula, Camarines Sur, Philippines. An international pilgrim tourist spot with towering 35-foot statue of the Queen of the Family. The park gives visitors a breathtaking panoramic view of the province of Camarines Sur and Albay. Bamboo and anahaw cottages are built around the shrine, well-maintained landscape for accommodation. The site is essential for religious, tourism, and economic concerns. A perfect place to unwind, a place close to God, a little Mecca for Christians and plain tourists.
Hello everyone, my name is Jason Espirito, but you can call me Kuya J, and I'm a charcoal and graphite artist for media artist.
Good day everyone, so I am here at Bula, Camarines Sur, and I'm together with Kuya. Kasi nahirapan dito na mga artist. So, first question ko lang is, can you describe your creative process and how do you start this?
When it comes to creative process, I started when I this. So, yung process ko, mixed media artist talaga siya. Parang nagsimula lang ako sa poster making, yung mga typical lang na nag-contest lang, gardening. Naging gardenist rin ako since elementary hanggang high school. Kumbaga yung nag-join ako, ano lang, contest. Kumbaga halos lahat ng contest na related sa art, halos ko sa lahat ko lahat talaga. Yung gardening, naging part na rin ako ng journalism since elementary high school publication as a cartoonist and editor-in-chief sa past school ko, which is Bilisan Elementary School and Pili National High School. So yung sasabi mo naman kung paano lang ano yung process ko, siguro ano lang, yung kung mahal mo talaga yung art, patuloy mo ulit talaga yung gagawin. Kasi doon ko lang na-realize na kapag patuloy ko siyang ginagawa, parang yung kumbaga may esensya ng kaginanawaan sa kakasayahan sa puso ko na nakakagawa ko ng art kahit halimbawa nung simana pa lang ako, wala naman yung nakuha ang pera, pero yung saya na idudulot sa akin ng art patuloy. Tapos yung sabi ng process naman ulit sa pandemic, doon na nagtuloy-tuloy yung paghiling ko sa art na dumating na sa mga commissions.
Ano yun Kuya? Do you use breed?
Sa technique naman, kung ano lang, kung halimbawa sa mga easy lang, mga madali lang gawin, hindi ako naggamit ng gawin. Pero kung sa mga commission type, kung gusto mo talaga ma-achieve yung parang mas detailed and mas more accurate na okay lang naman gumamit ng gawin. Kasi yung iba sinasabi nila cheating daw yung gawin. Pero sa akin naman hindi naman kasi nasa sa inyo pa rin yun as artist kung paano mo i-handle and paano mo magawa yung shading. Kasi sabihin na natin gumamit ka ng gawin, mahirap pa rin gawin na yung pag-shading, yung tone, yung makakuha mo ng exact na masyado yung reference.
So, how do you decide that when the art is finished or yung work mo, paano mo nasasabi na, ay, tapos na po, or I'm not ready with something?
Siguro masasabi ko siyang tapos na siyang nasatisfied na ako and then together nasatisfied na rin yung client. Kasi as an artist, kailangan mo palagi mong kino-consider yung side ng client. And then yung side ng mga nakakita. Kasi as an artist, hindi naman talaga kami perfect na nakikita namin lahat ng mistakes. Kasi dapat, as an artist, kinukonsider mo lahat ng nakikita ng mata ng tao, mata ng lahat ng tao. Then, baka may mga bashers ka, or misconsider it kasi kapag nakita nila yung mistakes mo, kumbaga, dyan mo makikita na mas marami pang kailangan na improvements. Kumbaga, okay lang yung may makita sa yung mga bashers mo or may maraming mistakes. Kumbaga, gawin mo lang yung motivation na mas mapaganda pa yung mga artworks. Kumbaga, mas priority talaga natin yung client natin.
So, ano po yung parang pinaka-inspiration mo comes to art?
Siguro sa inspiration naman, unang-una sarili ko. Kasi ginagawa ko nga siya upang maging masaya ako. Then, kumbaga bonus na lang yung pagkakaroon ng maraming commissions na kumita ng pera. And at the same time, inspiration ko rin yung family ko. Kasi nung una, parang ano pa lang siya, parang gusto ko lang talaga mag-draw at mag-draw. Pero when it comes to adulthood, pag lumaki na ako, parang nagkaroon na ako ng mindset na what if gawin ko siyang commission? What if makatulong ako sa family ko? Tulad na sa pag-ibig. Kasi maraming nagsasabi na walang pera sa art. Kumbaga, yun din yung kamalian ng mga parang nakikita ko sa mga maraming tao na wala daw pera sa art. Pero kung tunay ka talagang artist at may ambition kang makatulong sa family, makikita mo talaga na may pera sa art. Sa simula, oo, kasi wala pa masyado nakakakilala sa'yo. Simula ko sa parang draft talaga, wala, as in scratch talaga, zero talaga. Simula ko sa nakakilala sa'yo. Yung drawing mo, kutso-kutso pa lang, parang ganyan pa lang nakakilala. So, trust the process lang din. Yung inspiration kay God, siyempre hindi tayo makakalimot kay God. And then, sa mga naniniwala sa'yo, yung mga supporter mo. Kasi yung naniniwala ko yung pinakaunang mong supporter sa pag-drawing or sa kahit anumang art or any business or any kind of art or craft is yung sarili mo. Kasi yung mga supporters mo, nandyan na lang yung bonus na lang. Kailangan mo muna mag-build ng confidence mo sa sarili mo. And then, anything, lahat ng gusto mo mangyari pwede kita sa
Meron po ba kayong parang specific movement, art movement, like for example, impressionism? Parang sinisignify na artwork. Parang kind of art style na parang inspired of movement specific.
Siguro sa question mo is more on realism. Yung sabi ko sa inyo, graphite and charcoal portrait. Kumbaga, realism talaga ang pinaka-forte ko ng black and white. Kasi, kumbaga, gusto kong through art, I want to make it reality. Tulad na lang dun sa mga, may pinaportrait kaya kasi dati na, may nagpa-portrait sa akin dati na, yung father niya, tapos mother niya, wala silang picture. Meron silang picture pero magkahiwalay. So yung yung client ko, nag-request na pagsama sila sa isang picture. So sa akin naman, as an artist, napakaganda yung sa akin na parang point of view na may halo ko sila into one. So napakaganda din na sa akin na inspired na mabuo ko sila as a one. And then maganda yung outcome na magustuhan ng client. Kumbaga, yun baga talaga yung pinaka-purpose ng art. To make a client more happier. To make them more attentive sa aking ginawa. And then maging satisfied. And then mapasaya ko yung client ko na kahit sa pag-drawing lang, pinapagsama ko yung father niya.
If hindi personal na question ko na, parang paano nagsimula yung commission process? Na parang saan yung point na parang ayaw start commission? Parang paano ka nakapag-attract ng client?
So pag-start ko ng commission, nung una talaga hindi siya pumasok sa isip ko na mag-commission. Siguro nag-start siya nung pandemic time. Kasi nandun lang ako sa bahay, nakulong ko. Pero before nun, nag-commission na talaga ako as mural artist, nagpipainting. Parang kami din sa mural, sa mga wall, nagpipaint. Then binabayaran na. Then nung pandemic naman, napansin ko na wala akong masyadong ginagawa sa bahay kasi tanggal ang bawal lumabas, COVID-19. na-realize ko, why not gamitin ko yung talent ko sa art para mag-start ng commission, kumita ng pera, makatulong sa family ko, at makasupport sa studies ko na hindi na to humihingi ng pang-sustain sa studies ko sa family ko. Kumbaga, nung pandemic talaga mag-start.
So, ano kuya, parang, ilan? More magkano yung starting point? Or, ito na lang siguro yung tanong. Paano mo mabibigyan ng prize mo doon? Kumbaga, how do you prize your art?
Siguro sa price naman, hindi naman ako masyadong sa price. Kasi nung nagsisimula pa lang ako, mas pinaka-focus ko talaga, pinaka-pinpoint ko talaga is yung improvement ko. Kasi yung price, madali na lang yan. Yung kailangan mo as an artist, kailangan mo talagang ma-prove and makahakot ng maraming supporters and yung mas maraming masatisfied sa'yo. Kasi nung una, namimigay lang ako ng free portrait sa mga kakilala ko muna. And then, makita ko muna yung kung gano'n na ba ako nag-improve. Kasi yung pagbibigyan naman ng price, process lang din yan. Hindi ka naman pwede magsimula sa mataas agad, pababa. Mas maganda yung nagsimula ka talaga sa pababa hanggang pataas. Then, lately ko lang din nagtaas ako ng konti kasi kino-compare ko na lang and then tinatanong ko yung mga co-artists ko kung worth it na rin ba. Siyempre, tinatanong ko rin yung sarili ko kung worth it na rin ba yung mga gawa mo, kung may improvements na ba. Then, yun din. Nung habang tumatagal, nang patas din yung price ko, nakikita ko na mas marami na nakikilala sa akin, mas marami nang humahanga din ng kahit paunti-unti. And then yung mga clients ko, unti-unti din lagi nasasatisfied. Then kapag binibigay ko yung price, okay din sa kanila, then yun. Pero sabi ko nga, dun sa kanila, kanina, as the first place is, trust the process lang and always maniwala ka lang sa sarili mo and then improve lang lagi and huwag ka pang hinaan ng loob. Kasi yung art patuloy, wala yung matapos.
Ano kuya, how do you stand or saan ka po-point sa issue when it comes to parang, di ba merong sasabi na halimbawa, dapat pag artist ka, you make art to your imagination, not through reference. Parang how do you, parang ano yung stand mo when it comes to that issue? Parang pag umanag ka ng reference, hindi yan art, you're just copying something.
Sa stand ko naman dyan, gumagaya tayo sa reference kasi when it comes to commission. Hindi pa na pwedeng imagine, imagine mo, sabihin na natin sa mga artwork. Binigyan ka ng reference. Yung reference niya, malit lang yung mata. Tapos gusto nung client, palakihin yung mata. So nawawala yun yung parang nawawala na yung mismong reference. So sa akin, nakadepende naman yan. Kung gusto mo lang as an artist na i-show lang yung skills mo na wala ka naman commission, wala ka naman client na kailangan i-satisfy kung ano yung gusto niya, okay lang naman mag-imagination. Kasi nakadepende rin yan sa artist. May mga artist na expressionism lang. Gusto nilang express kung ano yung nararamdaman nila. May mga traditional artist, iba-iba tayong artist. So, nasa kanila na yan. Pero kung sinabi ko nga at the first place, kung meron kang reference and meron kang client, kailangan mo sundin kung ano yung gusto nila.
So ano kuya, di ba Bula base, is there any chance na parang you also consider na culture of Bula na may apply sa art mo? Di ba nag-ira sa so, is there any, kumbaga, how does the culture of Bula influence people?
Yes, nakakapag-try na rin ako naman yung mga painting na sa Bula. Kumbaga yung mga bamboo, nag-drawing rin ako ng related sa Bula. Pero more specific kasi ako sa realistic na portraits. Kumbaga may mga reference talaga. Yun yung focus ko, commission and commission rin. Para makatulong talaga sa kanila. Wala ko masyadong focus dun sa imagination. Pero nagtatry din ako sa painting. Pero more on focus talaga ako sa commission.
Do you also look forward or gallery visit para display your work for gallery visit?
Yeah. Yan talaga yung pinaka gusto ng lahat ng artist naman na magkaroon ng gallery. Magkaroon ng gilding, kumbaga saan niya ipopost yung lahat ng mga artworks. Kumbaga, isa rin yun sa mga goal at mga gusto talaga lahat ng mga artist. Kumbaga, kapag meron ka na kasing gallery, parang mas makikilala ka na talaga. Pero as a small artist, kumbaga, it's a dream pa lang for us. And then, soon, sana matupad yan.
So, ano kuya, how do you think or what do you think is the role of art in society?
So sa art, napakarami ng role ng art sa atin. Kahit saan ka tumingin may art. Everywhere is art. Being artist, always be humble. Kahit saan ka man rating, kung gano'n ka man, napakarami mo ng commission, napakasikat mo na marami ka ng supporters, always be humble. Because humbleness and being kind to other people is one of the best things that you can give to others. And then, be responsible enough. And then, kung may tulong ka sa iba, makapag-share ka ng mga natutunan mo, that is a one big thing. Tulad ko nito, share ko sa inyo yung mga natutunan ko, kung ano mga credibilidad ko bilang artist. So napakaganda rin sa aming puso, nakapag-share kami ng aming mga natutunan and mga learnings sa inyo. And then always tulong ka sa family mo, sa lahat. And kung may tulong ka talaga, huwag ka magdalawang isip as an artist.
So, if there is something that you want to give advice to beginner artists, what would it be?
So sa mga beginner artists, so ako nga hindi ko pa naman masabing talaga ako for artist, kumbaga nasa pa rin ako learning stage. Masabi ko lang, and trust the process, always believe in yourself. Halimbawa na lang, may mga nagsimula ka pa lang, maraming hindi naniwala sa iyo, paniwalaan mo lagi ang sarili. Huwag kang maniwala sa iba na palagi kang dinadown, patuloy ka lang kasi yung mga mistakes na yan, yung mga bashers na yan, yan yung magiging mo talaga, strength. Then, ma-realize mo lang. And then, tulad na lamang sa isang lapis, maubos at maubos pa rin yan. Pero may mga pambura ka, mali mo at mag-isimula ka ulit sa speech.
Ano kuya, tanong ko lang sir, it's something na issue dun sa lesson namin. For you, sino dapat yung magbigay ng meaning sa art? Is it the artist or the audience?
Both. Para sa akin, both talaga kasi. Kasi ikaw, as an artist, meron pa sarili mong meaning. Doon naman sa nakakita, meron din silang, doon ang papasok yung sinasabi ng imagination. Sabihin na natin, mag-drawing ka ng isang abstract. Mag-painting ka ng isang abstract. Hindi natin masasabi na lahat tayo para parehas ng nasa isip. Kumbaga, dyan na ipapasok yung imagination. Kung paano ka, kung ano yung nakikita mo dun sa art. And lahat naman yung accepted. Kasi sa art, kung ano yung nakikita mo, nakikita ng iba, lahat yung accepted and must be respect others.
So, parang, is it important also to consider? Pero, I know it is also fulfilling sa side mo na ma-interpret or ma-understand ng iba yung gusto mo din ipahatid sa kanila. Parang, it's kind of fulfilling as an artist. So, because of that, kuya, we are, my team, we are very thankful for sharing your thoughts and as a journey as an artist, and we appreciate and thank you for making the others and also like for us, new generation, although we are not so far apart sa mga age. Pero we are so thankful na parang through your art as an artist na parang nabibigyan nyo ng significance or part yung culture ng Bula para mai-impacted sa iba yung message nyo as an artist. And also, kuya, ano ka, self-taught artist or you go to school to study art? Parang parang walang nagturo, gano'n.
Sa kasi namin, sa family namin, kami magkakapatid, artist talaga. Pero yung pinakamagaling talaga, yung panganay, pero ngayon hindi na siya nag-aano. Yung isa ngayon, engineering ako. Part-time na talaga ang pagiging artist.
Thank you, kuya, for that. Thank you po.
Hi, my name is Kyla Rainrule from Bagumbayan, Bula. My art is painting. Who or what are your biggest inspiration? Family, friends, and the art. The artist. What do you hope viewers take away from your work? I will love to and blood with my art. About my art. If there is something you want to give advice to the beginner artist, what would it be? Never stop doing what your work or the art, because practicing is, I think, for me, practicing is more improving yourself and your hobby about the art.
Hi, this is Mary France Pirigadillo of Section 1P of BSED. My reflection about the artwork that we visit at the Balaogan Bulaca Marinisur, which is the Arts by Gracing, is every artwork that she paint, it was so very beautiful and it was so meaningful. And also I observe about the painting of Arts by Gracing is it's full of I think the inspiration of the painting of Arts by Gracing is it's like animals, angels, and also I saw this nude painting like standing like ethnicity and femininity of a woman created by God. And also at the Tanawan at Bulaca Marinisur again, it's the sculpture of the of Mary's and a statue of saint there. It was so amazing that they built the like of it a big sculpture. That's all. Thank you.
So I've never been in Bulac before, and being there, visiting the places wherein they highlight their arts, culture, and aestheticity is been a magnificent experience for me. So when we get there, the first place we visit is the sculpture. It's called the Culprit of Philippine Eagle. So isa siyang sculpture na eagle. So I think that sculpture is cement base and napapaligiran siya ng bamboo. So upon checking kasi and also researching about Bulac, I've also realized na parang Bulac or Bulaweños is known for its craft when it comes to bamboo or kawayan. So we've also visited the murals in the area, which is, it is just some of the murals in the area. Meron kami dong na-visit na murals outside of a public cemetery for me, I guess, is being painted way back 2019 or COVID era or COVID-19 time, wherein it's just a beautiful metaphor and metaphor awareness for the people, because they put that murals. It's all more about an awareness outside of a public cemetery na parang they giving a message na parang pag hindi ka naging aware or hindi ka sumunod sa mga guidelines, matatamaan ka ng COVID and there is a possibility that you might die. No? Parang ganon. And also, we also visit isang murals, hindi siya kalayuan dun sa place sa public cemetery na parang na-visit namin, and napakaganda lang, or it's just amazing to appreciate the art ng murals, to be specific, kasi hindi lahat ng municipalities is meron one, and not all municipalities also encourage yung mga tao na i-appreciate yung mga murals na ginagawa ng artist as the other way of showing their ideas in the visual form. So, yeah. We've also it's just also amazing na to meet other people who are also enthusiasts when it comes to art. So me personally, I'm interested in art, and we've interviewed artists na they really into commission or they are already making money out of art. It's also the other way of experience na nakakuha ng wisdom sa journey nila as an artist. One of the, I think and I guess, natutunan ko sa isang artist na na-interview namin is that when he said that art is a process and art is more a skills than a talent, na parang art is kailangan mo talaga siyang paggawin frequently para ma-master mo siya. And also yung trust sa sarili mo when making art is one of the thing na parang makakapag what make you grow, and also upon doing that, other will also going to give credit, and also parang magkakaroon na sila ng tiwala sa'yo na magpa-commission. So, the artist also give us and share the wisdom, not only in arts, but also in a college journey. So, much more appreciable. And we've also been in the main building for government or local government parang office nila. And it's just amazing to see a monuments of Rizal there outside of the office, and also yung sculpture of the map of Bula, no? I think yun lang yung place na nakitaan ko ng ganon. And also, nakikita din kami ng sculpture of a soldier outside of the office ng local government nila, which is a center that it is dedicated for the unsung soldiers na nakipaglaban, no? Parang throughout pa siya the Spanish era. So, it's just amazing na parang they really preserving their culture, honoring their history. So, yeah, we've also experienced to be in their museum. Sa library nila, merong museum. So, just amazing na makita yung mga artifacts na talagang kumbaga they are preserving it para makita pa ng mga new generation yung ganda ng Bula. And that in their museum, makikita mo din yung art and craft of Bulaweños, wherein more likely made of kawayan. And we've also seen there some artwork na made by Bulaweño artist. And sabi kasi nung parang coordinator doon na parang 1 year pa lang yung museum na yon, and they still managing to find some artwork, artifacts para ma-display dun sa museum to show people of Bula and also visitors like us na mapakita yung ganda ng Bula. So, it's just amazing kasi it is not talaga all lahat ng parang city or municipality are so dedicated to showcase the beauty of their pinagmulan ng parang culture ng isang lugar. So, we've also visit this art gallery. Yung art gallery na yun is inside of a farm. So, yung mga art inside of that gallery is more about on mix of representational, not representational, and also abstract. Mahilig yung artist na sa depiction of a animal, wherein merong horses, merong koi fish, merong betta fish, and also yung parang aestheticity and wood art na for me kasi hindi lahat ng artist can showcase or merong lakas ng loob gumawa ng wood art kasi minsan parang criticize yun. But for me, iba kasing experience yung parang makita mo lang yung ganda ng creation na may likha. So, yun. I think the artist is more likely to use vibrant color para makita or mapakita yung emotion. And also, just interesting na meron siyang mga art na made of black and white. Parang ang ganda lang na parang minimal pero it really showcased the beauty. We've also given the opportunity na mas makita yung farm, and upon checking it, parang it's like a combination of art of nature and art of human. Na parang it's just amazing na makita mo na they also preserving the nature and also preserving their culture and making art. Bula is known for its beautiful natural tourist spot, like we have Nalalata Falls and other beaches there. And it's just amazing that they finding a way to showcase the beauty of nature and also the aestheticity of human mind or human ability. So, yes, and we've also visited this Tanawan Eco Park Resort. So, as a Roman Catholic now, parang it's other way of experience to see it with my eyes of a very tall structure of a saint. And plus also the parang napaka-amazing lang na parang ang tangkad ng structure. I've never been in that place. I've just visited that place because of this project, and I'm very happy na napuntahan ko siya, and that is because of this. So, there is many experience, many things realize in this journey, visiting Bula to explore their culture, art, and aestheticity. I just hope na parang my own municipality will also conduct that kind of activities wherein they preserving, they really into supporting local artists to preserve their own culture, na parang they parang binibigyan nila ng suporta yung mga artists para makagawa pa ng maraming art na will signify and showcase the uniqueness of their culture as, one of the municipality and in Camarines Sur. So, it's been a beautiful journey, seeing many art form, many experience, and hopefully, I make my own art inspired by the experience. And that will be all.